Hello and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in today's strength class, well, we're focusing on upper body strength. A lot of vanity parts, if I had to say so myself, but also a lot of parts that help us stand taller with better posture, which of course then translates to us being stronger on our feet too. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. But first things first, let's just step touch here, working on our warm-up. In today's class, you're going to want a medium and a light set of weights and a mat. Also water close by, take breaks when you need to, and work at a pace that's comfortable to you. So as you're step touching, reach the arms forward. And as you're reaching your arms forward, think posture. So shoulders stay back and down, chest is up. You're bracing in from your center, which means that you're contracting your rib cage in just a little bit to get those abdominals engaged. Add a leg curl. And reach up. Inhale and exhale. Simply increasing the circulation of our body. And now back to a step touch. And this step touch, simply turning over here to the right. And instead of a step touch, let's add a little side leg lift. Hold the arms back. Chest is tall. Back to a step touch. Turning back to the front. And adding a leg curl. Reach up, up. Deepening the breath. And back to a step touch. Turning this time to the left. And adding a side leg lift. Now reach the arm up and reach. Back to a step touch. Turning back to the front. And keeping the legs here, just toe tap. And let's roll the shoulders up and back and around. And with the shoulder, take the entire arm to draw a circle. And back to the shoulder. Roll up. Coming down for a landing. And just the shoulders. One more time. Hold both shoulders down. They come up and down. Up and down. One more. And hold down. Simply turn to the right. Roll through your back foot. Up and down. Keeping the heel to the floor. And give yourself a little stretch forward. Now stepping the left leg in. Extend the right leg, pull up the toes, and bend the right knee as you press your tailbone back. Inhale. Exhale, tailbone goes all the way back, chest is forward, and hold. And now, come center. Shoulders up, back, and around. And up. Hold the shoulders down, arms come forward. And squeeze the shoulder blades back. As if you're trying to hold something in between both shoulder blades and then let it go. You have 3, 2, and 1. Turn to the left. Roll through the back foot. Up and down. Up and down. Now hold here. Stretch forward. Step the leg in. Sit back. Tailbone goes back. Deep breath. Exhale. And hold. And release. So let's get this party started. Starting with your medium to heavy weights. I'm going to turn sideways. It makes it easier for you to see me, but you keep looking at me. Feet are hip distance, bend the knees slightly and hinge. Now, from the elbows, pull them up by the side and release. And if you recall the shoulder retraction we did, I want you to feel like you're holding something in between your shoulder blades as we go through this entire movement of this exercise. This is called a back row. Tailbone is back, chest is up, keeping your neutral spine. And feeling your elbows rub against the side of your body as they come up. 3 more. 2 and 1. Now, alternating hammer curls. So shoulders stay back and down. Think about your bicep as you curl. And if for any reason, if this weight feels too heavy and you feel like you're struggling, then I want you to drop it and get a lighter weight. Chest is tall. Full inhale, full exhale. And up. Breathing as you move. And always pulling in from the center too. We have 3 more on each side. Let's do 1 more. Up. And we have 1 more round. So you can stay facing me. I'll just turn sideways for you to see. Bend the knees slightly, hinge, and keep those shoulder blades together as you pull your elbows up. Or maybe lift your elbows up is a better word. Pull in through the abdominals, bracing through the center. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to hammer curls. Shoulder blades are back and down. Pulling in through the abdominals and in through the rib cage. And of course, breathing. Up and again. Deep breath and exhale. Lift. We have 4 more on each side. And 3. Here's 2. And 1. Excellent. Okay, it's time to go to the floor. This is also a great time to grab some water. So keep your weights all close by and let's set our mat down on the ground so we can finish on this great journey of upper body strength. So having a seat first, let's take one arm across the chest. Hold here. Shoulder blades are down. And the other side. And now simply hinge forward, tailbone going back, chest is up and forward, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. Deep breath. Exhale. And release. One more thing. Arm comes up and back. Reach back for the elbow and stretch. And the other side. Up and back. And release. So, starting off first in a side plank. So down on your elbow, up through the knees, lifting the hips up, trying to create a straight line from the knees all the way to the tip of the head. Reach the left arm up, big deep breath, and as you exhale, go under. We call this thread the needle. And reach as far as you can and come right back up. Now, as you're going through the motion, it's important to keep the hips up. So you have to utilize the rib cage and the abdominals to hold the center uplifted. Inhale and exhale. Use the breath. You have 5 and 4, 3. Here's 2 and 1. Now sit back up. Let's take one light weight. So the same arm that was threading the needle goes up and now behind the head and up for triceps. Feel the back of your arm contract, and you can place your legs any way you feel comfortable right now. Inhale one way, exhale the other, as long as you're sitting up tall, maintaining your neutral spine. Use the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll set that weight down there. We have the other side. Up into your side plank, pulling in from your center, lifting up from the hips, arm up, deep breath, and exhale. Utilize your breath as you're moving. Full inhale, full exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set yourself down. Take the other weight. Arm comes up, holding on, feeling your tricep. And bend and straighten. Inhale and exhale. Utilizing your breath and, of course, maintaining your center engaged. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the weight down. Guess what? We have one more round. Lifting up, deep breath, and reach. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other. And I want you to try to reach a little further. You're really trying to get over there. To the other side, I want to touch the wall. That's my goal. I'm reaching. Keeping the hips up, using the breath. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight in hand, arm up, press down and up. I think the sweat's already coming down. We're working hard. Let's do this. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Propping your body up. And use the breath. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Reach as far as you can. Deep breath and exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Take hold of the weight. Arms comes up, down and up. Full inhale, full exhale. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's keep these weights by our sides. And let's bring in the big guys, the big guns. Taking yourself sideways and roll onto your back. Starting off with the knees into the chest. It always feels good. Big deep breath. Exhale. And release the legs, taking hold of your bigger weights. Starting at the top, turn your knuckles up to the sky so that your wrist is nice and straight. And tuck your shoulder blades into the floor together. Now, both arms come down 90 degrees. And one arm at a time, up. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the connection of your shoulder blades and the back of your shoulder against your mat or the floor. We have 3 more on each side, keeping the knuckles nice and straight. 1 more. And allow these weights to come down. Taking hold of your lighter dumbbells again. Arms up. We have 1 more tricep exercise. Knuckles to the sky and down by the sides of the ear and straight up. Deep breath and exhale. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking hold of your bigger weights again. Start at the top, knuckles up so the wrist is straight. And both arms out 90 degrees, one at a time goes up. Shoulder blades keep their connection to the floor. And you're bracing in from your center. Full inhale, full exhale. Five. And 4. Keep the wrist straight. 3. 2. Last one on each one. And the weights come down. Taking hold of your lighter weights. Straight up, knuckles up to the sky, and bend down by the sides of the ears. Feeling your triceps contract as you extend your arms up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Let's take one arm across the chest. And the other side. And since we're here, both hands behind the head, lifting up just a little bit off the ground so you feel the weight of your head. Take your awareness to your rib cage and feel the ribs close and release. And squeeze in and release. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Deepen the breath. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, taking hold of the light weight again. This time, elbows right by your sides, shoulders back, knuckles to the sky, and push straight up and down, working more of the front of the shoulder. Deep breath and exhale. And your goal is to feel complete control of the weight. So if you feel like you're struggling, then maybe you have too much weight. And if you feel like it's super easy, then you might not have enough. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights down, hands behind the head. Hover off the ground, feel the weight of your head. And now squeeze the rib cage in and release. Full inhale, full exhale. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take hold of those weights again, straight up, knuckles to the sky, and elbows come down and up. Shoulder blades back. Inhale and exhale. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's just take a moment. Cross the foot on the knee. And stretch in. And release, other side. We call this a figure 4. It's actually one of my favorites. And release. So bringing our body back up, this time into the all fours position with the light weights somewhere close by. There we go. And the other weights can go to the side. So starting off first with push-ups. Arms are as wide or a little wider than your mat. Tailbone goes down, so you create more or less of a straight line from the tip of your head to your knees. Now, when you bend down, let's just do one. Watch that the elbow lands right over the wrist, so 90-degree bend. Down and up. Pulling in from your center and utilizing your breath as you move. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back. Feels good. And actually sit all the way up. Take both arms, pull them back and hold. And release. So back to all fours here. Let's take one dumbbell. Balance your weight on all 3 points that are on the floor. Elbow to the side and reach forward. Out and in. Full inhale, full exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the weight down, other side. Again, balancing your body weight on all 3 points. Elbow in and reach. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, sitting up on the knees, and if this bugs you, you can sit anyhow that you want to, or you can place a towel under your knees. Arms go out, chest is up, shoulders back, and squeeze and release. Basic set of bicep curls. Pulling in through the rib cage and utilizing your breath as you go. 4 more. 3, and 2, now 1. Lower those down. Guess what? We have one more round of everything. Start with your push-ups. Body weight is forward, leading with your chest, and elbows go down to 90 degrees. Full inhale, full exhale. 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back. Now up to all fours, dumbbell in hand, balance your body weight. Elbow in and reach. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the weight down, other side. Small bend in the elbow. Reach out and in. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights in hand, turn them out. Bicep curls, last set. Pulling in from the middle, utilizing your breath. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the weights down. Let's reach the arm across the chest again. And the other side. And once again, reach the arms behind your back. Stretch the shoulders back. And release. So, let's take our dumbbells here. We'll need them one more time. Start off in a plank position from your hands. So your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. We're leading with the left arm, so keep that in mind. Now looking down, left arm will set you down and then lift you right back up. Tailbone stays down, so there's a nice straight line from your knees all the way to the tip of your head. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, back to all fours, dumbbell in hand, this time working the back of the shoulders, so the elbow goes out to the side and up. Lifting straight up from the elbow, pulling in from your center. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. The other side, same thing. Elbow out to the side. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? We have one more set, but this time we're leading with the right arm. So the hands go directly underneath the shoulders, right arm leads, down and back up. Keeping that nice straight line through the tip of your head to the knees, which helps you maintain neutral spine. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, excellent. Back to all fours, posterior delt. Balance your weight and elbow to the side. Feeling your shoulder blade squeeze against the other shoulder blade as the arm comes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The other side, same thing, up and down. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Let's bring our weights away. I think we're done with these guys. Having a seat. Oh, excellent. Shake those arms out. So you can sit any way you want to. You can have your legs forward, whatever, as long as you're sitting up nice and tall. So if you need to sit up or prop up on a chair, not a chair, but on like a towel or maybe a yoga block, you can do that as well. Now sitting tall so you keep your neutral spine, elbows land on an imaginary shelf, and you simply rotate down and rotate up. Down and up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. You have 4, 3, and 2. Now 1. Both arms go up. I don't know about you, but my arms are feeling very heavy. Here we go. Shoulder blades up to the ears, and then push them back and down. Up to the ears, back and down. Up to the ears, back and down. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Oh. Heavy arms, they are heavy. Okay, one elbow in front and hold. Keeping the shoulders parallel to me. Take the same arm up and back. Stretch back and hold. Now same arm reaches across the chest with a little bit of a twist. And release. Other side, arm is up and across. And the arm goes up and back. So same arm, reach with a bit of a twist. And release. Interlace your hands, stretch your fingers towards me, and the arms go all the way up. And then allow your arms to float down. The slower the better, to be honest. We tend to be doing everything in such speed. Stretch forward, feel the stretch in your hands, separate those fingers, up, and release. I think we should do that one more time. What about you? Yeah, why not? Interlace the hands, stretch forward, up, and release. Extending both legs out. They're about hip distance apart. Deep breath here, and exhale and hinge forward. Deep breath. Exhale. Now sitting up, left hand behind the head and turn to the left as far as you can, leading with the left elbow. And release, hinge forward and hold. Same thing with the right. And release, cross one foot on the knee, deep breath, and exhale and hinge and hold. Now knee comes up, turning to the left. And let's do that again. Hinge forward. And rotate. Now release, other side. Hinging forward. And the knee comes up and rotate. And again. Release. Once again, sitting any way you want to. Take both arms out, rotate around the wrist in one direction. And now in the other, all the way around. And release those arms. Shoulders come up, back, and around, drawing the biggest circle you can with the shoulders. All the way up. One more time. and release. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. Go out there, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and of course, keep the body moving. Until next time, bye for now.